I'm going to run or I'm going to exercise. If you're not learning or expanding what you're good at, chances are you're going to get stuck. Well, you might feel that emptiness because you're not giving.
Hi, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Frank Iñiguez. I am the ambassador of reading, and today's topic is Plan for 2023. Now, I'm going to talk to you about, I've mentioned the seminar many times before in previous videos, and what I learned at that seminar is that there are 4 areas where you can plan for a successful or happy life, and one of them is the physical. And that's, we're starting a new year, 2023, and many people, for the majority of the people, they go for the physical. I'm gonna run, or I'm gonna exercise, or I'm gonna lose 20 pounds or 30 pounds, whatever it is. They usually go for the physical. However, at the seminar, I learned that there's 4 aspects. And if I was just to focus on my physical, I'd probably be all pumped and looking good and everything, but I wouldn't be living such a comfortable or happy life because I'm neglecting the other 3 areas. And those 3 areas, what are they? The mental. And mental also has to do with money. Mental has to do with the development of what you are learning and expanding constantly. If you're not going to seminars, or you're not reading new books, or you're not meeting new people in your area of growth, of development, or where you're at, then you're not growing. And that's part of the mental. And then spiritual. Spiritual has to do with a God or a religion, and it also has to do with giving and receiving. If you're not giving anything, chances are, if everything else is going well, you might feel that emptiness because you're not giving. You might feel that emptiness because you're not giving. And part of giving is part of the spiritual. And the last one is relationship. And the number 1 relationship that you really must focus on is your relationship with you. How are you getting along? And what's your plan in case of an emergency? And people are wondering, what do you mean an emergency? Yeah, well, lately there's been a lot of bombarding with negativity and things that are not going well and stuff like that. And many people for a while now I hear it here and there and in different areas about depression. What would you do in case of an emergency that you got depressed? Now, for me, I know that I rarely go there, hardly ever or never. And I know why, because I get out there and get sunlight. My goal, my physical goal for 2021 was walking 500 miles. So I get out there, and a lot of the times I'm out there catching a little bit of sunlight. And believe it or not, that helps with not going to a depressed mode. And I went into 2022, and because I did so good on 2021 with my 500 miles, I said, I'm gonna go for 600. So 2022, I did 600. 2023, it's coming up, and I'm like, oh, what am I gonna do? I'm not gonna do 700, that's for sure. And I thought of my friend that I admire a lot. His name is Jesus Delgado. And I said, whatever his birthday is, I think I can get a number from there. And I thought it was going to be something in the 20. For some reason, I was thinking 620, but it wasn't. So he sent me his birthday, and I added all the numbers. And it turns out that I adopted the 30. So this year, 2023, my physical goal is to walk 630 miles. Back to the relationship with you. If you have a good relationship with you and you have an emergency to come out of your depression or watching out for your thoughts that are taking you to a place that you're not happy with, what's your emergency? I know mine is getting out and catching some sun. What's going to be yours? And then after your relationship with you, your relationship with others. How do you get along with your brothers and sisters, or mom and dad, or your close friends? How do you get along with them? Maybe you want to have a goal there. Now, back then, 35 years ago, they told me about that balance. If you're pretty balanced with your physical, your mental, your spiritual, and your relationships, chances are you're going to be living a pretty good, happy life. But if you're off balance and you focus too much on one and not on the other, chances are you're not going to feel like, wow, I don't feel 100%. So those are the 4 areas: the physical, the mental, the spiritual, and the relationships. Now for the mental, one more thing. And the mental has to do with money. And the only way you're going to get better with your money is by realizing what you are putting in your brain. If nothing new is coming into your brain, if you're not learning or expanding what you're good at, chances are you're going to get stuck. And the kind of work that I do nowadays is I get to talk to people in different cities, in different states, sometimes in different countries. I've never met a person that says, oh, I'm going to put this money aside to purchase a book or to go to a seminar or to expand my knowledge. I don't get people like that. So maybe in your planning for 2023 and any future years, come to a realization that it's important to keep on adding to your mental area through books or seminars or workshops that have to do with your type of work. Now, there's one word that's very important that brings all of this together. Your physical, your mental, your spiritual, and your relationships. Before we started filming today, I was talking to one of the guys here at the crew, one of the crew members, and he says, yeah, man, we learn all this stuff, and if you're not in awareness, and that's the word, maybe they can put it on the side, awareness. If you're not in awareness, you start deviating little by little, even though you know what you're supposed to do, like drinking water or exercising or breathing in a certain way for a certain amount of time. You start deviating before you know it, there you go, because they're old habits. But if you're in awareness, you're going to be in awareness of your physical. If you're noticing your physical not being where you want it to be, well, if you're in awareness, you're going to go, hey, come back, go this way, this is what you need to do. Your mental, if you notice that you haven't read a book at least every 2 months, every 3 months, come on now. You got to be in awareness and say, I haven't read, I better commit to this book, and I'm going to go from the beginning to the end. And your spiritual, have I donated any time to my religion, or have I donated any time to helping other people? Have I gone to church lately? And then in your relationships, be in awareness. If you're not in awareness of how you get along with yourself, what kind of conversations you have with yourself, and then you're not in awareness of how you make other people feel that are close to you, brother, sister, mother, father, friends, then chances are you're going to deviate, as my friend said. You're going to start going the wrong path. And if you're not in awareness, you just keep on going. If you're in awareness, you bring it back, you get back on the path, and chances are you're going to be good. Alrighty, we're going to leave it at that. Till next time. Oh, before I leave, we want to say as a team, we want to say thank you. Thank you so much for supporting our channel. Pretty soon we're going to reach 100,000 subscribers, and YouTube gets to give us a plaque, and we're going to make a video to thank you for helping us get there. Thank you for supporting our channel. So with that in mind, that'll be it for now. Till next time, your friend, the ambassador of reading, Frank Iñiguez, wishing you well today and always, knowing that you will find and get what you are looking for.
Muchas gracias por mirar nuestro canal o llegar aquí donde damos información que beneficia a la persona que lo mira y a sus seres queridos. Te invito a que seas parte de nuestro canal, suscríbete y ponle la campanita para que mires nuestros nuevos videos. Gracias y bienvenidos.